Once the welding is completed, the 80-foot sections of pipe are taken to the construction site. North of Fairbanks at 4 Mile Chena Hot Springs Road is one construction site where the work is completed. At this site, a 100-foot section of pipe has been installed and is being used to test a block valve. Sue Lewis talked with site engineer Carl Bertram about this portion of the pipeline project.
Mr. Bertram, how long has the valve test site here been operational?
We started in the 9th of January of this year.
Now, right now you have diesel fuel in it, but plans are to have crude. When will you make that change?
Well, this summer when the weather warms and the road gets cleared up where we can get it down there from Prudhoe's Bay.
What's the idea behind the valve test site? What's the purpose of putting up this pipe?
Well, there's different purposes, but one is to test the valve, the motor operator, see how it operates in severe weather, different temperatures, and also check the insulation on the pipe to see how it stands up.
What type of valve is this?
This is a gate valve. The brand name is WKM. It's a regular disc gate valve.
Could you give us a description of how it operates?
Well, it just raises and closes with the motor operator. It's got a 20 horsepower electric motor that turns the gear that opens it and closes it. The disc is 6 3/4 inches thick, and it just slides down. It's got O-ring seats to close and to make a shut off.
Is this a safety type valve, or will it be used to control the flow of the oil in the pipe?
It'll be used to control the flow. It can be closed. It'll be a remote operated valve.
Can you give us a description of some of the tests that are being operated here? What sort of things you're looking for?
Well, as I said, we're looking for see how the motor operator will operate under real cold weather. And also we'll be looking at the paraffin buildup in the pipe when it's finished from the crude oil, when we get the crude oil in there. And check the VSMs. This is above ground structure here, as you can see. And we'll be seeing what the heat losses will be through the insulation. We have the temperature in the pipe now, which is 130 degrees. It will be brought up more when we get the crude in.
How does the system here operate? It's a closed system, isn't it?
Yes, it's just circulating. It's just circulating through a heater tank with an immersion electric heater in it to keep the oil out.
What's the reason for switching from the diesel fuel to the actual crude oil itself?
Well, we want to check for paraffin and what have you and build up in the pipe, and also see what the temperature will be, how it will react from the heat when we get it here.
How long are you going to be operating the test site?
We have it through next winter, and then they'll hopefully be ready to tie the pipeline into it the coming spring.
Now the actual pipeline itself comes through, and will it tie into this section?
Yes, it'll tie in each end of this section. The section of pipe and the valve that's here is the permanent insulation.
So this is the first pipe that's actually been installed on the line then?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity yet to make any assessments from the initial test results?
Not really. We've not, of course, don't have the crude in the pipe yet, and only just the valve does operate perfectly. The VSMs, the heat tubes, the ones that we have the heat tubes in, seem to be freezing back real good, and everything looks favorable.